Hyderabad. True. Hyderabad is equals to Hyderabad. True. First condition true. Second condition is what? T2 dot e name is equals to Smith. Now come back here. T2 dot e name is equals to what? What it was there? Smith is there. So second condition true or false? True. Then it was join. I'm joining this. I'm joining this. Okay, join. What is your output here? What is your output here? Jones, HYD, Smith, HYD. Okay, I just skip it this. Next one, come back. Hyderabad is equals to Mumbai. False. Hyderabad is equals to Hyderabad. True. But second condition, false. My second condition is Smith, but his name is Jones. False. Hyderabad is equals to Chennai. False. Over. And the next one, come back to here. Okay. Chennai is equals to Hyderabad. Chennai is equals to Mumbai.
Recording in progress.
Now after comparison, let's come to here. This is what your table. Yes or no? So this is table. And in this table, here, this is called as a, this part is called as a T2. This part is called as a T1. So now we can see what I'm saying here. This part is called as a T1. T1, this part is called as a T2. Okay, fine. But now come out and see your condition. Here, which alias table columns are you selected? T1 or T2? T1. Are you selected? Which columns I'm selected here? T1 alias columns are selected. So that means I'm retrieval T1 alias table columns, not T2. So that's what it was happening here. What I'm going to do, whatever it was there here, okay, what I'm going to do, this T2 alias, whatever it was there here, this is I removed. Yes or no? Because I selected only T1. That's why T1 only retrieval. T2 I'm not retrieval. I'm just avoiding that. So now finally I got it. So finally got it your result? Yes or no? Yes. So this is your final output. This is self comparison we called. Now tell me how many tables I compared here? One table I compared. Which table? Test table. So a table is comparing by itself. Test table comparing with itself only, not other table. Okay, so that is one thing. Second one is what now in this? We are using only single column value comparisons. Understand or not? Single column only I'm using. I'm not using multiple columns or two different columns. I'm using only single. LOC column values are comparing by itself only, and that too within the table, not other tables. Okay, so this is what we called as a self join technique. All of you clear this? Now understand now how the self join can be comparing each and every row? Yes or no? So after I will show you big table, then you can immediately catch my points when I go to explain. Okay, right. So this is, and this one I will share to you in Google class. Don't worry. No need to write. I'm sharing this. Okay, now. So I will save this first of all. Self join. Amma, this is real time example. Examples real time, non-real time. Who said real time, non-real time? Every example is called as a real time. This is your real-time example to find out in so-and-so. For example, you have a number of branches. Number of branches are there in number of locations. So which employee is working into same locations, people I wanted. Then this is real-time. Every example is a real-time, guys. Okay, now real-time means one thing, remember. As a freshers, what you are thinking. Okay, tell me, real-time means what now? Tell me. Okay, what you thinking about real-time? Huh? What is the meaning of real time? Tell me. Huh? Real time means what? Tell me. You are asking real time, na? I have a doubt. What is the mean by real time? Hmm? Okay, no problem. Tell me what you are thinking about that. So I don't understand. So many people I'm listening that word from the student side. Sir, real time, real time, real time. What is real time? I don't understand. Okay, I'm thinking something as per my 10 years of experience. What you thinking, that tell me. Later I will tell you what I am thinking. A plus B whole square formula is what? A square plus B square plus 2B. 2AB, na? Okay, real, tell me, real time. Huh? What happened? Yeah. That is formula, yeah. A plus B whole square is equals to A square plus B square plus 2AB. That is a formula. I know the formula. In real time, tell me how to real time. Huh? Oh, that means in real time, formula change. Definition change. Then tell me what is real time? Gravity formula is what now? Newton's law. Newton's law is there now. What is that third law? What is that? Every reaction that equal opposite reaction. Real time, tell me. I wanted real time. See here. That's what. That's why maybe I feel what I that you are a freshers. Maybe you don't know the meaning of that. You are asking. If you go to company as a database programmer, same thing, same joints, same definitions, same syntaxes, even though sometimes we are working on same table. In my company, some employees are there. I have a company, in my company, Java department, Oracle department, testing department, HR department. Total strength of my company, 100 employees. Your manager is asking question to you. Okay, na? Your HR manager or your managing director asking to you, just go out in each department, how many number of employees are working? Your managing director asking this question. How to find out? Real time asking, yeah. Tell me my real time question. In my company, there are 4 departments. How I want to explain LKG? Once upon a time, there is one king is there in the city. BTech MCA. Tell me my real time. I have a company, Samyota Info Solutions. I have 4 departments: Java, Oracle, testing, and HR. Total number of strength, 100 employees. My company strength. My question, in each department, how many number of employees working? Write query. This is real-time question. Write down. How to write? Select star from table. Select department name, comma, count of star from table, group by department name. Got it? That's the real-time question. That is your interview question. That's why if you have a doubt na, what I'm explaining here, the things and formulas, you can go and ask any database employee in real time work kar raha hai wo, uske jaake pucho, sir, can you show me your real time examples? And what he was showing and what you are learning here, compare the both books. If anything is different now, you can come and ask me, sir, Sudhakar sir, you said wrong, sir. Okay na? Understand na? Any formula, different way explanation, different kind of mechanisms. Okay na? Maybe one thing change. I will tell you. What is that? You know, here I'm working on which table? EMP table. They are working what now? Customer table. Tables are change, amma. Tables are change. Here I'm using EMP. They are using customer. Otherwise, employee also. Some companies are using employee, customer, products. Different tables they are using. But logic will change. No, na. A plus B whole square. You can use anywhere, any program. Formula change. No. Real time is nothing but what we did practically here, that is called a real time. For example, are you designing one registration form by using Java? That is called a real time. Okay na? Are you creating one UI form, registration form are you created? That is called a real time. What you did practically, that is called a real time. But real time ka matlab, oh, that's my mean. What is real time? Tell me. What is real time? I don't understand. Somebody real time. So I don't understand. So okay, I don't know real time. You know na? You're asking to me means you know na? Tell me what is that? Huh? That's why real time is nothing but the way practically implemented. That's it. Implementation practically we do, that is called as a real time. Your own you can develop website. Yes or no? When you have a good knowledge of technologies, yourself you can develop one website. Like so many people are developing. So many people by itself they are developing website means that is not a real time. Huh? Oh, real time means you are going to working in company. That is called a real time. Who said like this? Nowadays, so many software engineers by their own sitting at home and developing application to clients. You know that? You know that? How many people? They didn't go to any company. They didn't go to any communication with companies. Just they tie up with the client. Client is asking, I wanted this requirement. Can you do it? Not. Yes, sir, I'm doing it. Business. I wanted 2 crores. You wanted how much? Business. So sitting at home, they don't have any office. They don't have any environment. Sitting, net, table, softwares. Sitting at home, developing so many domestic levels projects. So many employees. They're not going to company, but sitting in the home only, they're earning money. You know that? That kind of so many people are there in the world. They don't have, they are not employees. They don't have any employee ID. They are not working in any company. They are just their self, their business doing. You know that? How many people knows that? Like that? Their own business, that is called their own business. They are developing their projects as per client and giving. Yes or no? So that's why every example what you are learning in the classes, that is your real-time examples. Okay, now maybe what is the change I will tell you. Change what it is in your working component here. Subject will not change. Logic will not change. Execution process will not know on which you working. Suppose I'm working on EMP table. That's why I'm showing my queries on EMP table. Suppose the EMP table remove. In place of EMP table, keep it a customer table. Customer table is changed. Yes or no? But logic? Yes or no? That should be remembered. Okay, if you go to interviews also, he was asking this question. How to find out the second highest salary employee details in my company? That is not a real time. If it is not a real, then why are real time questions in interview? Yes or no? They were saying that in my company, 100 employees are working. Yes, second highest salary employees, how many people are there? Just find out. That's not a real time. That kind of queries will come in sub queries. I will show you. That's called a real time writing. Same query, select a star from so and so max min we are using. Saying one more. So who is the senior most employee in my company? Write down query. These are all. I said one more thing. In my company, there are 100 employees. In the 100 employees, how many females and how many males employees? Find out. Finding, na? That's why they're all a real time. Yeah, real time means nothing. What you did, that is the real time. Remember, if any other definition is there, na, come and ask, come and tell me. Maybe your definition right or wrong, I will think. What I'm saying, as per my experience, I'm telling real time is nothing but what you implemented practically. Now I said one requirement. Yes or no? How many employees, male employees and female employees? That is my requirement. Client requirement. You are a developer. Can you develop that was? Writing or not? Yes. Okay, in a real time. You are implemented practically and showing, sorry, client, you are showing client, see, what you ask, this is your result. I show it. So you have to write query like this. The client satisfied. Client, what do you want it? His requirement is fulfill or not? Yes or no? The client target is that one only. So you're showing, yes, see, your females and males, how many people are there in your company? I found. Write this query. Practical implementation, what we did, everything is called a real time. Okay, na? Other real time means nothing. If you have any Google search, search it, Google. Have it out. So that's why. Okay, right. So now this is one mechanism I was showing as a single table. What we call, guys, single row, single column comparisons are done, and I will save this diagram and share to into your Google class. Okay. Let me try one more example on this. Okay, write one more example. Write a query to display. Write a query to display employees whose salary is same as the employee, same as the employee, Scott salary, the employee Scott salary. So you people write down, this is how to find out. How to write this? I want it employees whose salary is same as the employee Scott salary. Write down. How to write now? Scott salary. Right, self join. Write on self join. How to write this? Already one example I'm showing now. Who was working in the same location of Smith? I said. Now whose salary is same salary same as the employee Scott salary? What is the condition? Here Scott salary how much now? 3,000. And fraud salary how much here? So that means, is there any other person? No. How to write now? Come on. Select E1 dot E name, comma E1 dot sal from EMP E1, EMP E2, where E1 dot sal is equals to E2 dot sal and E1 dot ename is equals to Scott. E2 dot ename is equals to Scott. Okay, now? So now in this case, actually, in the first case, what now we return, but this is what now? Non-ANSI. Same as ANSI. You have to write, suppose ANSI in place of this comma. In place of this comma, what I want to use? Join key. That's it. And in place of where? On class. Okay, now that is what. And now, second question also we written. So this is your another question. Right now. Okay, now you can see in this example also, how many columns we implemented here? Only one column. Which column? Salary. How many tables? Two tables. Almost 9:15 we started. Now 10:30. Still we are working on same concept, self join. But again confused, huh? Gajani Muhammad, So now here, how many tables? Again one table here. Okay, now? Now this is what a single column comparisons will be done like this. Suppose this is important for you. What is the now? Second one. Comparing two different columns, values to each other within the same table. Come back and see. And here I'm not showing ANSI because you understand now how to write ANSI. Right down below. Example on case 2. My real-time example. For this guy purpose. Write a query to display managers and their employees. Write a query to display managers and their employees. Understand now? It means what now? First question meaning is what? Tell me. What I'm asking? I want to display managers and their employees. It means, suppose a company was there. In a company, so many different managers are there. So many number of managers profile there. Under managers, some juniors are working. And as or no? Suppose one Java department is there. For Java department purpose, one manager is there. Suppose like that testing purpose, one manager. Like database purpose, one manager. Suppose, assume. So there are 3 managers as per their departments wise. Yes or no? So under these 3 managers who are working, that means under a team lead, how many junior programmers are working? Under a project lead, how many junior programmers are working? Yes or no? From a group of people, one leader is there. Yes or no? Yes or no? So my question is, I wanted leader. Under this leader, how many employees working? I want it. This is one interview question for you. How I knows managers under manager, how many employees are working? Suppose X is a manager. In X manager, who are the employees? Y is a manager. In Y manager, who are the employees? Understand now? Think, and I will show you table also. By seeing of this table, and tell me how to write logic. Select EMP number, ename, MGR. This is my table. So my table is having a total 14 employees are there. Their manager numbers also there, MGR. Their EMP number is also there. That is called a identity number, employee number, and these are manager numbers. So now I have a total 14 employees are there. Out of these 14 employees, who are managers? Managers are one side. I just keep it. Under each manager, who are their employees, that I want to keep in one side. That is my final requirement. So now Smith. Smith is a manager or employee. If it is a manager, if he is a manager, under this manager, how many employees are working? Suppose he is an employee. Suppose if he is an employee, then he is employee manager. Who is that? Question understand now? If he was a manager, Smith is a manager. Under this manager, how many employees are working? That is one way. Otherwise, if Smith is an employee, this employee manager, who is that? That I want to know. Either this or this. Anyone be happen now? Yes, sir. Because I don't know Smith is what exactly. Just as table is given by person. But if the table, he is a manager, he's a employee, he was not given. Just names are given, and what they said to us to find out, I'm giving this list to you. Interview. I'm giving this list to you. And in this list, who is a manager, who is a employee? Find out. Now find out means I need to write a logic now. Yes or no? I need to write a logic. What is the logic? Just think. If Smith is a manager, under this, how many employees are working? If Smith is an employee, he was working under which manager? See, the question different manner they can ask you. Any guessing? Tell me. Logic, tell me. What is the logic? How to write logic? I'm not joking here. This is one of the real time, what we can say, not real time. It is one of the interview question. Okay, now? If you go to company, interviews purpose, one student is get this one. How to find out managers and their employees. So understand now? Logic, that means question understand now? Let me try logic. How to write logic here, observe. Select who I want it. Manager. M dot E name. I'm showing as managers. Managers what? Managers what that is? alias name. M is the alias name of table. It's called a table level alias. Managers is the alias name of e-name. It's called a column level alias. I think you forgot it, aliases. How many aliases? 2. Column level, table level. Managers is a column level. M is a table level. Okay. So managers, comma, e dot e name. I'm showing as what now? Employees. This is what? Alias editor. And now condition is what? Where, and before where, what I want to write? From emp e is a one alias. emp m is one alias. So e comma m is called as a table level aliases, and managers employees called as a column level aliases. But sir, is it mandatory to take this managers aliases or employee means? That is just for our user friendliness purpose. Just I want to understand who is the manager, who is a employee. Some headings I'm giving now. Okay, for our user friendly. Let me write. How to write condition now? Here there are 2 columns are there. Number, manager. So which employee number is matched with the MGR number? Those matching of MGR number employees are working under that employee manager. It's a lot of confusion, sir. Okay. So first condition I'm writing. How to write now? M. M means manager employee number. So here observe carefully. Think like this, sir. In a company, everyone is a employee. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Even though the CEO is also one of the employee in my company. CEO is nothing but what? Just a designation, position. But he is also employee. That's why either CEO, otherwise junior programmer. All are called as a employees. But as per their experience wise, they have a positions, seniorities, okay, designations. That's it. But all are employees. Police. Police means what now? All are police. But in police, they have a designation. Constable, head constable, SI, CI, yes or no? So this is what? Designations, promotions, designations, positions. But when you call police means all are comes under, no? Otherwise a CI purpose separate police. Separate police he was not, no? He is also police department. That's it. Constable is also police department. We can't say na constable is separate, CI separate. We can't say na. All are commonly what we called police. Here also think manager, employee, team lead, project lead, assistant manager, manager, these are all our designations. But once they come to company, these all are employees. So every employee is having employee ID number. Yes or no? Even though manager is also having employee ID number, na? Is a manager designation, but he have ID number or not? That ID number, manager ID number, under this ID, manager ID number, under this ID, how many employee manager number will match? Okay, so manager employee number, this is ID of manager. Under this ID of manager, how many employees are working under ID of this manager? And this manager ID is what now? Number. Got it? Now let me see who was like that, then they will come. So managers, employees, it my column level alias names, just for my understanding. So Jones is what? Jones is what? Manager. Under Jones manager, how many employees? Who is that? Scott and Fraud. Like Blake is a manager. Under Blake manager, how many employees? 5. Who is that? Allen, Ward, Martin, Turner, and James. Clark is a manager. Under this manager, how many employees? One. Who is that? Miller. Scott is a manager. Under Scott, how many employees? Name is King is a manager. Under King, how many employees? Who is that? Jones, Blake, and Clark. Ford is a manager. Under manager, one employee, Smith. So this side, all are managers and their employees. But here question, some people have a doubt. Here, Jones is what now? Manager. For who? Scott and Ford. But Jones here what? Employee. His manager? Is it possible? This is also doubt. Possible or not? Yeah. Possible. For example, why it is not possible? For example, see, 2019, 2020, 2021. Okay, now these are the students. Can I say 2020 students are juniors of 2019? Is it correct? 2020 batch students are juniors. For who? 2019 people. But 2020 students are seniors. For who? That means 2020 people will play how many roles? 2 roles. He is a junior for 19 batch. He is a senior for. Concept clear na? Here also. Here Jones is what now? Manager. For whom? For Scott and Fraud. That means Scott and Fraud purpose manager is Jones. But John is also one of the employee under who? King. That means Jones is playing how many roles? 2 roles. He was a manager for his juniors. And he is the junior for his manager. Understand na? Under Jones, Scott and Fraud working. But Jones working under King. That's called a big boss, boss, employee. Understand na? Employee is working under boss. This boy is working under big boss. Concept clear na? That's why here some employees are showing like that. That don't confuse. Here Jones is manager for these guys' purpose. For these guys' purpose only he is a manager. But King purpose, he is not a manager. King purpose, he is a employee. That means here, who is a big boss? King is a big boss. John is a boss. Scott and Fraud is a employees. Concept clear now? Like here Blake also see. Blake is a manager for these guys. But Blake manager, who is this? King. That means Blake is a boss for these employees. But Blake boss is what now? King. King is a big boss. Okay, now? So, like this, it will all are having that. That's why don't confuse. So now we given the small condition, very small condition, but in interview level, so many people thinking very big condition. So very small condition. Okay, by using self-join, very small condition this is. To find out who is my managers and their managers. Okay, now first write down. Just query write down first of all. Okay. So this is one example, and I just keep it here. And but how, sir, it was executed internally, that I will explain tomorrow. Okay, na? Right, guys. And later we will see some more examples on this okay, on this case number 2. Okay, right. I stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you so much. And online students have any queries, send your queries. Checking blocks. అలాగే పాసిబుల్ అవ్వదు. ఎందుకంటే ఎందుకు పాసిబుల్ అవ్వదు అంటే నేనేం చెప్పాను, E1 E2 అనేది జిరాక్స్ కాపీస్. జిరాక్స్ కాపీస్ అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? మీకు ఒరిజినల్ లో ఎలాగుంటే జిరాక్స్ అలాగే వస్తుంది కదా, చేంజ్ అవుతాయి కదా. అలాగే ఎన్ని కాపీస్ క్రియేట్ చేయవు, కానీ అన్ని ఒకేలా ఉంటాయి. అర్థమైంది చెప్పింది? ఇంకా కాలేజ్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యాయా? కాలేజ్ స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయా? కాలేజ్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యాయి మరి.